games on the slate, and then that's it. Well, tonight, the Evansville Otters will match wits and lock horns with the Windy City Thunderbolts. And after a series win last weekend against the Florence Yawls, the Otters look to continue performing well in the back half of this 2024 season. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Kyle Chandler joining you here at historic Bosse Field in Evansville, Indiana. Evansville coming in 37-48, sixth in the Frontier League West. This is a very gettable series for the Otters. They are going up against the Thunderbolts, who are just 34-51, plotted in that 8th seed in the Frontier League West. But Windy City has had the Otters number this year, and the T-Bolts have won a majority of these matchups between these two clubs. So we'll have to see what transpires here tonight. But again, for Evansville, these are games that they can win. These are games that they should win. And for the Otters, these are games that it would be fun to see them win, closing out this 2024 season. Playing spoiler to anybody that wants to come in their way, well, we'll have to wait and see what transpires here tonight. The one thing that is worthy of mentioning from Windy City's side to keep note of throughout this series is their offense has really struggled this year. They are in the bottom of the Frontier League as a whole in batting average. They're second to last in home runs, last in runs per game, second to last in doubles. So this Otters pitching staff, which has been trending upward since the second half of the season got underway, could have a field day against this Windy City club, who was just swept by the Gateway Grizzlies over the weekend at home. Let's go through the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Windy City T-Bolts, they are led by manager Bobby Jenks. Cam Feltz out in center field. He will lead things off. Robert Chayka, the left fielder, bats second. Batting third and playing right field, it is Brennan DeRiggi, and cleaning things up, the designated hitter, Christian Kuzemka. Batting fifth and playing the hot corner, Emmanuel Sanchez. The shortstop, Henry Kuziak, bats sixth. Joe Johnson playing first base, he bats seventh. J.J. Figueroa doing the catching, he will bat eighth, and filling out the starting nine, it's the second baseman, Reed Chumley. Let's flip the book over and take a look at the Evansville Otters, led by manager Andy McCauley. Their starting nine goes as followed. Leading things off and playing first base, it's David Mendham. Batting second out in right field, it is Gary Mattis. Paven Parks will play short. He bats third. And batting fourth, playing second base, Delvin Zinn. Logan Brown, the designated hitter, bats fifth. Mason White out in left field, batting sixth. J.J. Cruz out at third, bats seventh. And Justin Felix back behind the dish, bats eighth. Filling out the starting nine, it'll be Giovanni DiGiacomo, and DiGiacomo is the center fielder. Starting pitching matchups here tonight for the Windy City Thunderbolts. It'll be Rudy Gomez on the mound, 2-4 this year. This is his 11th appearance, 10th start, 53 prior innings of work, and a 4.41 ERA. Taking a look at the Evansville Otters, it'll be Zach Smith on the mound for the Otters, 7-6 this year. This is his 18th appearance, all in starts, 91 1/3 prior innings, and a 3.29 ERA. Well, our wind is blowing out toward right field once again, and in this left-handed heavy-hitting lineup for the Evansville Otters, that means that they can really take advantage with the long ball. We'll have to see what happens there, but 75 degrees, perfect weather here in Evansville. Partly cloudy skies, but Mr. Sun making his appearance once again. Shadows in effect, and the shadows are ending right between the mound and second base, so the pitchers and the hitters won't have to deal with it, just the infielders and outfielders, except for first and third right now. We'll take a step aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We'll head to the national anthem in just a moment, finishing up the on-the-field starting lineups. Then we'll have first pitch for all you fine ladies and gentlemen tuning in here this evening. We'll be back after this. Otters baseball coming your way next.
Evansville Otters, right-handed pitcher, number 24, Zach Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America's freedom, those now protected, and pay tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice with the singing of our national anthem, presented by Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, performed this evening by Jennifer Kinney.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Big round of applause.
It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. So happy you could join us for this Tuesday night contest between the Evansville Otters and the Windy City ThunderBolts. Welcome to Bossy Field, everybody. Kyle Chandler joining you for the play-by-play. A gorgeous 75 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and our wind blowing out to right field at a modest breeze. Ballpark dimensions here at Bossy Field, 315 to the right and left field corners. In the power alleys to right and left center at 375, and it is 400 to dead center. Calling our balls and strikes here tonight, home plate umpire Matt Beaver. Justin Duplessis is out at first, and it is Chris Fackler over at third. Zach Smith will toe the rubber for Evansville, and the Otters wearing their all whites tonight. Blue Otters across the chest, blue numbers on the back, blue hats as well, and the traditional home white hats, as well as the blue for Evansville with the E on top. And Smith, 7-6 this year. This is his 18th appearance, all in starts, 98 1/3 innings of work, and a 3.29 ERA. Cam Feltz will lead it off for Windy City, and the center fielder batting left-handed. Smith working from the first base side of the mound. He's at the set from the stretch. He deals the first pitch. It misses just a little bit outside, and we're underway here at 6:34 p.m. Smith kicks and deals, and must have missed just a little bit outside. Two close pitches to begin the game, but 2 balls for Smith. Looking for a bounce-back performance. Struggled in his last start against Schaumburg, the 2-0. And it's looked at by Feltz for a strike. Well, Smith has already seen Windy City on 3 separate occasions this year. He deals, and the 2-1 is swung on and missed. And if you remember back to mid-June, On the 23rd, he had that 9-inning complete game shutout, 14 strikeouts against Windy City in that performance. He deals. Ground ball hit out towards second. Charging is Zinn. He will make the throw to first. 1 out. And for the most part, Smith has had a good year against Windy City, so a chance to do some feasting with a struggling offense. And really, Windy City has been at the bottom of the barrel all season long, regarding the numbers at least. Now at the plate, Robert Chayka. He swings at the first pitch, hits a fly ball down the right field line, giving chase. Mattis now into foul ground. In the Otters bullpen makes the catch. 6 pitches in and 2 outs for Smith. Able to retire Chayka in foul ground. And now coming to the plate, Brennan DeRiggi. Smith again had that off day in Schaumburg, went 3 1/3 innings, giving up 7 runs, 6 earned, 9 hits. Really just wasn't his day. The right-hander deals, and the left-handed hitting DeRiggi takes a breaking ball on the inside corner, and it's strike 1. We'll go through the defensive order for Evansville after the next pitch from Smith. Here it is. Breaking ball drops in, strike 2. Over at third, J.J. Cruz, Paven Parks at short. Delvin's in at second, and at first it's David Mendham. Over in left field, Mason White. Giovanni DiGiacomo patrols center, and Gary Madison right. Justin Felix doing the catching. Here's the 0-2 from Smith. Swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Zach Smith as he kicks the game off by retiring the Windy City Thunderbolts in order. They go down quietly, and it's Evansville coming to bat for the first time when we come back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the first inning, no score between Evansville and Windy City. David Mendham leading it off for the Otters. The first baseman bats left-handed, and he will face Rudy Gomez. 2-4 this year. This is his 11th appearance, 10th start, 53 innings of work, and a 4.41 ERA. The right-hander waiting to toe the rubber. Matt Beaver, our home plate umpire, getting back behind the dish. And now it seems that everybody is ready. Working from the first base side of the mound, Gomez comes to the set and deals from the stretch. First pitch a little bit inside on a fastball. Mendham squared to bunt but pulled it back, and it went off the catcher's glove, J.J. Figueroa. So the count is 1-0. The right-hander at the set, he deals. Fastball high and away. And it looks like Gomez bringing it with the fastball. And that time it only flashed 86 on the gun, but looks harder than that. Now the next offering. Swung on, hit in the air, high and fairly deep toward left center. Backing up is Robert Chayka, and he moves to the gap, makes the catch, 1 out. I think that defenses have finally put to rest playing the shift on David Mendham. It made no sense, but especially here over this last homestand, he has gone the opposite way a ton. Now stepping into the box, Gary Mattis, and the right fielder takes a fastball in the inside corner, strike 1. Infield playing back. The third baseman, Emmanuel Sanchez, even at the bag. Outfield medium deep. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside, and the count is 1-1. Oh, just a picture-perfect day here in Evansville. You really couldn't ask for better weather. 75 degrees. And our gorgeous American flag behind center, blowing to right. Check swing from Mattis on the next pitch. He went around, says first base umpire Justin Duplessis. And we'll do it now at 1-2. Gomez steps and deals. Breaking ball drops in for strike 3. And Mattis is retired as out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. So a good start from both starters.
The shortstop, number 11,
And that'll bring up
Parks.
Paven Parks, the shortstop. No score. Gomez into his first season with Windy City. Joined the club during the midseason. Here's the pitch to Parks. And Paven watches it downstairs. The count is 1-0. And Windy City has been all over the place this year. They've had trouble with their consistency as a team. The 1-0 is a fastball high. Well, unfortunately for them, more often than not, it has not been consistent, and they have been dropping a lot of games, especially here in August. 2-0 pitch, a fastball downstairs. 3-0 now to Parks. And Bobby Jenks has made a lot of transactions this year. The 3-0. Fastball high, and it's a walk.
That's a deer head sidewalk.
Well, Paven didn't even have to lift the bat off his shoulder. A 4-pitch free pass. He'll head down to first. That's the first base runner of the game, and now coming to the plate, Delvin Zinn. The shortstop batting .255. He slumped here in the month of August. Delvin had a terrific month of July, but something has changed for him. Bats right-handed, the pitch. Breaking ball at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Zinn here in the month of August. Batting just .169. Now the 0-1 pitch from Gomez. Misses a little bit low, fastball. 1-1 the count. You compare that to the 320 plus average that he had in July, and again, it's just been a totally different ball game for him. He dribbles one out to short, charging Kuziak. Makes the running throw to first, and that'll do it here in inning number 1. We're scoreless between Evansville and Windy City. Second inning coming your way next on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the second inning, and we're still scoreless between Evansville and Windy City. Middle third of the order due up for the T-Bolts. Zach Smith, the right-hander, back out there, works from the first base side of the mound. From the stretch, he deals, and it's a fastball at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Christian Kuzemka, the designated hitter, bats right-handed. A .259 batting mark this season. His 0-1. Check swing, and he went around too far, strike two. This Windy City offense, last in batting average, last in runs per game, second to last in home runs and doubles. Now the 0-2. And it bounces in there, an off speed from Smith. Kuzemka 1 for 10 in the last series against Gateway. That was a series where the T-Bolts were swept at home. Now the 1-2. And this is shot out toward the gap, high and deep toward left center. DiGiacomo backs up. He looks up, and it is gone. Christian Kuzemka with his 11th home run of the year. And that is just the 49th team home run for Windy City this season.
At third base, 18, Emmanuel
But
Sanchez.
Smith left one over the middle. Kuzemka didn't miss, tattooed it right over the wall. And it's 1-0 T-Bolts. Here's Emmanuel Sanchez. And his first pitch misses high. Count is 1-0. Now, the Otters fell behind in the series finale against Florence, but you don't want to keep doing that and putting yourself in a hole. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Smith gave up 2 home runs against Schaumburg in his last appearance. Also on the last road series, he gave up a home run to Gateway. The 1-1. Beautiful breaking ball, cut on and missed by Sanchez, and the count is 1-2. Smith has been giving up the long ball more and more. He sets, and the right-hander deals. Another breaking ball, this time too low and too outside. But what's interesting is he went the whole month of July without allowing a home run, and his first appearance in August against New Jersey. Before Gateway, the last home run he surrendered was to this club back on June 29. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball just misses a little bit in, and the count now full. Smith has now surrendered 9 home runs on the season. 2 to Windy City. The 3-2 home. Swung on, a chopper to third. Charging toward first is Cruz. He fields it and throws it. Mendham receives it. 1 out. Well, a good bounce back at bat from Smith. What's most disappointing about that home run that he gave up to Kuzemka was he was ahead in the count 0-2 and then 1-2. Here's Henry Kuziak. The shortstop bats right-handed the pitch, and he lines it back to the screen. Foul, 0-1. Just 6 more home games left on the slate, including tonight for Evansville. And we'll be done here at Bosse Field after this weekend. The 0-1. Fastball, 58-footer, bounces in, and the count is 1-1. Evansville, after the home season concludes, will go on the road for 5 more games, 2 against these guys. The 1-1 home. Fastball misses a little bit in. We'll try it at 2-1 now. Kuziak batting .269, 3 homers, 33 RBI. At the set, Smith kicks and deals. Breaking ball finds the outside black, and the count is 2-2. Base is empty, 1 out. We're in the second, and it's 1-0 Windy City. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit back over the screen, fouling out of play.
That overhit foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction.
Earlier we
Choose
said
the
that
best.
Bobby Jenks
Never regret it.
has made a lot of transactions. So many transactions that he ran out before the All-Star break. Now the 2-2. Check swing on a breaking ball, and Kuziak went too far around. Felix applying the tag. Another 58-footer. Smith has struggled to get the ball over the plate
At first base, 7. Joe
and past the plate as well. But that time it was a successful pitch. Able to set down Kuziak. He's out number 2, and here comes Joe Johnson to the plate. The first baseman with a wide open stance. First pitch to him. And the left-handed hitter takes a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Johnson has that front foot almost out of the batter's box. It's all the way on the white chalk. Now the 0-1 from Smith. Big cut from Johnson, couldn't connect. And the count is 0-2. Back when I was a player, I would always find it really difficult to make sure that you are coming center whenever you bring that front foot back to square when it's so far out. The 0-2. Looked like a changeup, missed downstairs. 78 miles an hour from Smith. But it's really interesting to see some guys pull it off. Chase Dawson with Schaumburg, another guy that has a very wide open stance. And Dawson hitting over 280, or at least he was, whenever Evansville last played the Boomers. Smith, a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, cutter, slider, change. The right-hander sets. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball just a little bit outside. Well, for Johnson, he isn't hitting quite as good as Dawson. Only bats .229 on the season, but he's got 42 RBI. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. So after the solo home run from Kuzemka, Smith then goes 1-2-3 with a couple of Ks. However, Windy City has the lead. It's 1-0. Evansville comes to bat in the bottom of the second when we come back. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Windy City leading it over Evansville. And for the Otters, It'll be Logan Brown leading it off, 5'6", 5'7" in the order. The designated hitter bats left-handed. Rudy Gomez at the set deals, and the first pitch is fouled back to the screen. We'll do it at 0-1. The Otters garnered a 2-out base runner. Pavin Parks drew a walk in that first inning, but nothing came of it. Gomez, 14 pitches in that first frame. He deals. Fastball misses low and in. And Gomez only had 6 strikes. So he really didn't have great command, but was able to work around it. Here's the pitch. Brown, broken bat, ground ball hit out toward first, dropping to a knee. Johnson, and he will flip it to Gomez covering. Well, that bat splintered into 3 or 4 different pieces. And the biggest piece of it, with the barrel, went all the way out towards second base.
The left fielder, number 2, Mason White.
Looks like he'll need some new lumber. And Brown retired as out number 1 on the 3-1 putout. Now coming to the plate, Mason White. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from Gomez. Breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-1. Gomez spent a couple of seasons in the MLB Draft League. Or spent 1 season with 2 teams, I should say. Next pitch misses away. 1-1 to White. Played with 2 different clubs, Mahoning Valley and Williamsport, last summer. That was after finalizing his collegiate career at Central Florida. His 1-1 is another fastball missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. Well, that time 87 miles an hour on the gun. Working quickly, Gomez deals. And White grounds one foul to the right side. We'll do it at 2-2. Gomez spent 2 seasons at Central Florida. That was after transferring from St. Leo. He offers up. Breaking ball check swing. Did not go around. And it was near the shoe tops of White. So the count is now full. While in the American Athletic Conference at the Division I level, Gomez offered a .525 ERA his final season. That followed a junior stint of a .403 ERA. Now his payoff. Fastball low, ball 4.
That's it to your head, sidewalk, cafe and bar.
White aboard first. It's a 1-out base runner. Well, Gomez hasn't given up a hit yet, but he's surrendered a pair of walks here in the early going.
Number 28, J.J. Cruz.
As a club, Windy City averages almost 5 walks allowed per game. That'll bring up J.J. Cruz. Bats left-handed, playing third base today. Swings at the first pitch, grounds one to short. Kuziak up with it, shovels to second for 1, and Chumley with the relay to first. An inning-ending double play. 6-4-3 twin killing, and the Otters go down quietly. 2 in the books. Windy City ahead 1-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. J.J. Figueroa leading it off for Windy City. Top of the third inning. And the T-Bolts with a 1-0 lead over Evansville. Here's the pitch from Zach Smith. Fastball misses away, and the count is 1-0. The right-hander at 31 total pitches, 20 strikes. And damage done by Christian Kuzemka, giving up a solo homer. The step in the pitch, and it's lined back to the screen. We'll do it at 1-1 now. Well, it was a 21-pitch inning for Smith in that last frame. Faced 4 batters, and after that homer set down the next 3. The 1-1 is a breaking ball, misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Figueroa into his 41st game. Bats 183 from the left side. Smith at the set. And he deals. This is grounded foul to the third base side. 2-2 now. Figueroa, a product of Lubbock Christian University, a school in Texas. The pitch to him, and it's a breaking ball hit out of play. Spent some time with Claiborne in the American Association last year. Had pretty good numbers, but he struggled this year in the Frontier League. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball.
That's a Sherman American Bank strikeout.
1 out, and it is the 4th strikeout of the game for Smith. Sets down Figueroa. And coming to the plate, Reed Chumley. What a great name. Didn't know a member of the Pawn Stars cast made it onto the Windy City roster. First pitch swinging for Chumley. And he fouls it toward the right side. Charging after it, Mendham. In foul ground, he will make the catch. Nice hustle over there by David, and had to get on his horse to get over there. Able to set down Chumley on one pitch. That'll turn the lineup over, and here comes the leadoff hitter, Cam Feltz. Feltz has got a lot of speed going down that line. J.J. Cruz at third pulled in, everybody else playing deep. The first pitch to the left-handed hitter, squares the bunt, and he takes a strike. 0-1. Windy City, out of the 7 games played this year, has won 5 against Evansville. The 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside edge, just missed the black, and it's 1-1. They won that opening day contest all the way back on May 9. Feels like an eternity ago. The 1-1 pitch. And this is stung high and deep toward left center. Backing up is White, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Well, Windy City has only won once here, and Evansville trying to keep it that way, but they trail 1-0, and we'll take it to the bottom of the third on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
I'm here with Kenna and Thea from Muhlenberg County Big Twig Talks. They're each going to throw an Otters mini bat. Whoever throws it the furthest will be our winner and get to keep the bat. We'll go one at a time. Go ahead and throw. We have a winner. Congratulations. Back to you, Zane.
Justin Felix leads it off, bottom of the third inning, and it is 1-0 Windy City over Evansville. Back on the rubber for the T-Bolts, Rudy Gomez, and the right-hander works from the stretch, kicks and deals. Felix takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. Just 26 pitches, 13 strikes for Gomez. He's given up 2 walks, but worked a double play in the second. The pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, and the count is 1-1. Windy City, one of 3 teams near the Chicago area. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside. Well, Windy City and Joliet in the 7 and 8 seeds in the West Division of the Frontier League. The 2-1. Check swing. Felix went too far around. 2-2. And Joliet had a decent year last year. Wasn't anything spectacular. Missed out on the playoffs. Schaumburg, of course, was in it. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses high. But Windy City, oh boy. You don't want to go down their track record. Poor Terry Bonadonna. Saw him not too long ago. Here's the 3-2. Fastball misses away. Ball 4.
That's a Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar.
Felix draws the walk, a leadoff base runner for Evansville. Walk number 3 of the game issued by Gomez. And now it'll be Giovanni DiGiacomo. Windy City ahead 1-0. Bottom of the third inning. Terry has been with Windy City a long time. I don't know if he's seen a winning season. The pitch. And it's bunted by DiGiacomo down the first base line. A good one. Gomez picks it up, and he'll have no throw. What a great bunt from Giovanni. And we saw him do that once in the Florence series last weekend as well. Another terrific laydown. And just like that, it's runners at first and second. Nobody out here in this third inning. And the lineup turns over for David Mendham. That is an art. Gomez at the set. He deals. And it's swung on and crushed. High and deep to right. Forget about it. It is gone. David Mendham goes yard. And the Otters lead it 3-1. Home run number 5 of the year for David. RBIs 43, 44, and 45. A no doubt blast toward the Corona Extra patio deck. And the Otters have the lead once again. That'll bring up Gary Mattis. Here's the pitch, and Mattis fouls it back over the screen and out of play. It's 0-1. After the walk from Felix, 2 pitches later, after Windy City led 1-0, now they trail by 2. Here's a breaking ball, misses downstairs. And we'll do it at 1-1 for Mattis. That's got to be a good feeling for David. He swung the bat well here in the month of August. And really since that Schaumburg series. Breaking ball, in for a strike. 1-2 now to Gary. And Mendham has been wanting to hit more of the long balls. He did so at the beginning of the year. Didn't do so really toward the middle half of the season. Mattis fouls one to the right side. We'll do it again.
That overhead foul ball is brought to you by Heads Construction.
But he's had a couple here in the last couple of weeks. Put one out against Schaumburg. And now has another. The 1-2 from Gomez. Breaking ball, check swing. Mattis went too far around, and he's out number 1.
The shortstop.
Well, that was in the dirt. And Mattis, for the second time here tonight, has struck out. Now coming to the plate, Pavin Parks. .38 total pitches for Gomez. The right-hander at the set deals. Parks takes one, just a smidge downstairs. Count is 1-0. Terry's probably rolling over in his seat right now at the stadium if that's where he's watching the game. The 0-1 swung on and missed. And they called that first pitch a strike. Didn't see a call from Matt Beaver, but it's now 0-2. Now the 0-2. Fastball misses away. We only make fun of Terry because he's a great guy. When I saw him, not going to say where, but let's just say he had a big smile on his face. Here's the 1-2. And it's a breaking ball downstairs and in. Check, or Park apparently went too far around with his swing. Well, he was saying to Matt Beaver, hey, how about an appeal to see if I even checked? And Matt Beaver said, nope, you're gone. 2 outs here in the third. 3-1 Evansville. That's the kind of guy that Terry is. Even amidst a losing season, he'll always have a smile. First pitch to Delvin Zinn on the inside corner, a strike, and it's 0-1. Gomez sets and deals. Fastball way upstairs. Zinn chased after it, 0-2. The Otters with 3 runs on 2 hits, capitalizing on Gomez's walk. The 0-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Well, after that 3-run homer, something must have clicked for Gomez. Struck out the next 3, and we're done with 3 here at Bosse Field. Evansville ahead, 3-1, and Windy City comes to bat in the 4th on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Robert Chayka leads it off, top of the 4th inning. 3-1 Evansville over Windy City. Zach Smith kicks and deals from the stretch, and the right-hander's breaking ball misses outside. The count is 1-0. Smith at 41 pitches, 25 strikes. Aside from the solo shot he gave up in the second, he's looked great. The pitch. Oh, watch out. Chayka lost his bat and it went flying toward the Windy City third base dugout. Did not connect with the baseball, and the count is 1-1. We have seen that a lot here at Bossy Field this year. Gary Mattis, the biggest culprit for the Otters, and you wonder if there's something in the air. Sometimes it does get pretty humid here. And is there something that loosens the players' grips on their bats while playing here? The 1-1. Grounder hit foul to third. And we'll do it at 1-2. Well, tonight, it's a beautiful night here at the ballpark. 73 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Our sun is beginning to set. Really shouldn't be no humidity. Maybe just a smidge. The 1-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Ball gets past Felix, and the wild pitch will allow Chayka to go to first. Well, that is the 5th K of the game from Smith. But no out will be recorded here in the top of the 4th. And Felix has got to be kicking himself after that one. As a catcher, you have to block everything. Here's the pitch. And it's low and inside. Count is 1-0 to Brennan DeRiggi. Even with nobody on, sometimes some catchers will get lazy back there, just try to backhand balls or say, hey, you know what? I'll let it go back to the screen. Well, that's what happens. The 1-0. Breaking ball, this time stopped by Felix as that one was low. He had to block. Well, Felix did try to block on that strikeout, just went right through the wickets. DeRiggi bats left-handed. Struck out swinging his first time up, the 2-0. And it's a fastball at the knees for a strike. DeRiggi was not a part of the opening day roster for Windy City. And not many people are. Runner started to go to second. Smith threw home. It was a strike. And then Chayka went back to first. Well, he had a great jump. And Smith was dialed in, looking to only go to home. And Chayka, if he continued going, could have reached easily. He stays on first. Now the 2-2 home to DeRiggi. First to throw to the bag. Chayka with 11 steals this season. Smith comes to the set. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball. Tipped foul at the plate. Felix reaches behind him, grabs it with a bare hand. And we'll do it again. Smith comes to the set. Looking home, he deals, runner goes. Fastball, line back to the screen. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch. No real stakes for either club except for pride in this series. Windy City already eliminated from playoff contention, and Evansville soon to be. The 2-2. Runner goes. Fastball misses low. Dropped by Felix. So it's a 3-2 count now to DeRiggi. Runner in scoring position for Windy City. Evansville ahead 3-1. We're in the 4th. Smith ready. Glove at the belly. He deals. Ground ball hit back to the mound, and it sneaks under the legs of Smith. A diving effort by Zinn at second, but this goes into shallow center. Coming in to score is Chayka, and it's a 3-2 game. That's a brutal run to give up for Zach Smith.
Designated hitter, 14, Christian Kuzimka.
Struck out Chayka, but he reached on a pitch in the dirt, And then on the steal attempt, Justin Felix dropped the baseball. So not even a chance to throw him out at second. RBI single for DeRiggi. Here's Christian Kuzemka. He takes a first pitch low, and the count is 1-0. Still nobody out. And Smith already having to labor here this inning. He offers up, and the 1-0 is swung on, grounded foul to the third base side. He worked an 8-pitch battle to DeRiggi, and give the right fielder credit. Didn't hit it particularly hard, but was able to just sneak it through right up the chute. The pitch, runner goes, fastball swing and a miss. Throw hits the mound, goes to second, and it pops out of the glove of Zinn. So another stolen base, this time for DeRiggi. That's his 7th of the year. Runner on second, and Windy City with a base hit to tie the game. Smith at the set, he kicks and deals. Fastball grounded out to short. Moving to third is Parks. He throws across his chest in time to first to retire Kuzemka. Well, that's a really important out there for Smith. Holds the runner at second. Retires Kuzemka. Now coming to the plate, Emmanuel Sanchez. Righty on righty matchup. Evansville ahead 3-2. Here's the first pitch from Smith. He'll step off, no throw to second, but look that way. Entering tonight's game, Evansville's tragic number was at 2. Smith deals. Breaking ball below the knees, and it's 1-0, which basically means any combination of 2 Lake Erie wins or 2 Evansville losses, and that's it. The right-hander sets and deals, and Smith's pitch is tapped back to the screen. We'll do it at 1-1. So theoretically speaking, if Evansville loses tonight and Lake Erie wins, then the Otters are eliminated from the playoffs. If Lake Erie wins 2 games, even if Evansville wins out, the Otters are out of the playoffs. Now the 1-1. Another one hit foul back toward the Windy City third base dugout. Somebody made a really nice barehanded grab. I believe that was Bobby Jenks. Count now 1-2 to Sanchez. Grounded to third his first time up. Here comes the pitch. Fastball low. This is pitch number 20 of the inning coming up. Again, Smith has had to labor here in inning number 4, trying to preserve the 1-run lead. He's ready, and the 2-2 home. Breaking ball, low, stopped by Felix, but it kicks to the third baseline. Moving to third, DeRiggi, and he's in safely, beats the throw. That's the second wild pitch of the frame. It's been a tough inning for the Battery crew, both for Justin Felix behind the dish and Zach Smith on the mound. Well, now the infield will play in, and the count is 3-2 to Sanchez. Here it is. Fastball in, ball 4.
Shortstop 16, Henry Kuziak.
You have to wonder, if Smith's tank is beginning to run low. Only threw 80 pitches in his last appearance against Schaumburg, but he threw so many at the beginning and middle portions of the season, he might be gassed. Here is Henry Kuziak, squares the bunt, puts it foul, and the count is 0-1. There was a stretch of time where for 4 games in a row, Smith threw 101 pitches, 121, then 112, and 107 on top of that. That is a lot of stress to put on your arm. The right-hander ready. Now the 0-1. Fastball line back to the screen, and it just seems like the last couple of appearances, including tonight, he has not had his best stuff. Now that's just speculation. Maybe he feels great, but his last good appearance was in early August. Throw to first, and back in safely as Sanchez. Three to 2 the score. Evansville leads. Runners at the corners, 1 out, and the 0-2 home. Fastball, swing and a miss. Runner goes to second. Throw to the bag, and it's a strike him out. Throw him out to end the inning. Sanchez gunned down at second, and Felix comes through in the biggest of moments here in this game, and the Otters preserve their 1-run lead. They're ahead 3-2 over Windy City. We'll take it to the home half of the 4th inning on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Logan Brown to lead it off, and we're in the home half of the 4th inning. Evansville 3, Windy City 2. Here's the pitch from Rudy Gomez. Fastball at the top of the zone, caught the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-1. Brown grounded out to first his first time up, lines the next pitch back up the middle. Diving attempt by the second baseman Chumley, off his glove into shallow center, a base hit for Brown. That was a heck of an effort. Superman style, Chumley laying out toward the bag at second. And just off his glove. So that'll bring up Mason White. Walked his first time up. Saw 7 pitches during the at-bat. The Otters allowing 1 run in the top of this inning, trying to get it back with a leadoff base runner. White squares the bunt, offers up, couldn't get it down, and the count is 0-1. White trying to snap a 3-game hitless streak. He was 0 for 6 in the series against Florence. Bat's left-handed. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Small crowd on hand here tonight for this Tuesday night affair. 1,002 in attendance. Gomez sets and deals. And the 0-2 is a fastball, misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes now for Mason White. White batting .249 on the year. 4 homers, 34 RBI. Now the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, misses outside. Now the Otters, after that 10-0 setback to Florence on Friday night, showing some resilience, and I don't know if anybody expected them to win the next 2 games after Friday. The 2-2, breaking ball near the shoe tops of White, gets out of the way, a nice block by Figueroa, and we'll do it at 3-2 now. But Evansville able to pull together a win on Saturday thanks to Pavin Park's grand slam and his save on the mound. And on Sunday, 4-2 winners, able to snatch the rubber game and take the series. Now the 3-2 runner goes to second. Fastball inside, and it's a walk.
That's a Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar.
Gomez was ahead 0-2 to White. And he gives up another free pass.
Third baseman, number 28, J.J. Cruz.
So that'll bring up J.J. Cruz. Runners at first and second. 3-2 Evansville. Nobody out. The pitch. Cruz squares the bunt and puts it foul back to the screen. Well, right at the last second, Cruz dropped the barrel, and that bat head flew down, which is why that pitch was sliced from the top half of the bat back to the screen. Got to keep that barrel up. Now the 0-1. Squares the bunt again. This time puts it down to the third base side. Gomez, the pitcher, coming on. Fields it and throws to first. A successful sacrifice bunt from Cruz.
The catcher, number 5.
Both runners advance into scoring position. Second and third, 1 out. And that time the bat head was kept in the upright position. And a nice job by Cruz to get it down. Coming to the plate, Justin Felix. He bats right-handed, infield in for Windy City. The pitch. And an excuse-me swing from Felix. Well, we just got word that in the top of the 4th inning, they switched the strikeout from a wild pitch to a pass ball, which makes the run unearned for Smith. Now the pitch from Gomez. Felix grounds one foul to the third base side, and it's 0-2. But that also means that Felix has now eclipsed 20 pass balls on the year. He'll try to get that run back here with the bat, the 0-2 to him. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
Center fielder, number 2.
So that'll bring up Giovanni DiGiacomo. Gio laid down the beautiful bunt single to the first base side his first time up. Trying to get the job done. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. 3-2 Evansville here in the 4th. First pitch from Gomez. Breaking ball, drops too low. It's really a shame that we did not get to play a Thursday night game in Windy City. The pitch, DiGiacomo fouls it back, 1-1. And we will not have that on the final road trip of the year either, because Evansville already played Windy City on the 9th. The pitch, fastball misses high and away. Well, that actually was a Thursday night game on that May 9th contest, but the festivities that usually take place on Thursdays in Crestwood postgame did not happen because it was opening night. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball, cut on and missed. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what Windy City does after the games on Thursday night. I'm sure I'm allowed to say it. I'll take a chance. Maybe my terminology has to be a little bit more proper. Small people wrestling. The 2-2. Breaking ball downstairs. And the count is now full. They like to call it midget wrestling. And it is supposedly a sight to see. Now the payoff pitch from Gomez. And DiGiacomo takes a breaking ball. Strike 3, I guess. Matt Beavert hesitated with the call and then barely flung his arms. Well, DiGiacomo strikes out looking, and Evansville strands runners on first and second. No damage done in the fourth. And we'll be back in inning number 5 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. It's Evansville 3, Windy City 2. Joe Johnson leading it off, and we're in the top of the 5th inning. Zach Smith's first pitch, a breaking ball, drops in for strike 1. 3-2, Evansville ahead of Windy City. 65 pitches, 41 strikes for the right-hander. Open stance for Johnson. Struck out swinging his first time up, the pitch. And the 0-1 misses downstairs, maybe a smidge outside. A ball and a strike. Lots of Joe Johnsons in the world. That's a pretty generic name. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses high. And the count is 2-1. Tim Calderwood, voice of the Boomers, was making a joke at somebody in the league who had a generic name. I'm blanking on it right now. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Smith comes to the set. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses away. Well, it's getting cooler and cooler as the innings go on here in this one. We started at 75 degrees, and we're getting a little bit of a breeze here in the press box. The 3-2. On the inside corner, called strike 3. Smith with another strikeout. Able to punch out Johnson. And now coming to the plate, J.J. Figueroa. Figueroa bats left-handed. And the pitch. Breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 1. What's going on about generic names? Figueroa. Definitely not one of them. Here's the 0-1. And this is lifted out of play to the left side, 0-2. There was a Coco Figueredo in the league last year. He might have actually been with Windy City. Coco Crisp, another classic name. Former major leaguer. The 0-2. Swung on, ripped towards second. Diving try by Zinn, can't get it. Goes into right field, a base hit. So Figueroa aboard first base here in the top of the 5th inning. Coco Crisp. That has got to be the best out of every name we have listed so far tonight. Too bad he's not on either team, but he did have one game with the Lake Erie Crushers on a 1-game contract. At the plate now, Reed Chumley taps the first pitch back to the screen. And we'll do it at 0-1. And I only know that because last year when I worked with the club, I walked into Tom Kramig's office, former owner of the Crushers, and he had a Coco Crisp bobblehead sitting in his office, and he was wearing a Crushers jersey. Throw to the bag at first, back in safely, Figueroa. So that's pretty cool. And Crisp spent some time with Cleveland at the end of his career, primarily known for his tenure in Oakland. The 0-1 pitch. And it misses downstairs. Another former major leaguer, one of my personal favorites, Raleigh Fingers. And Fingers had an awesome mustache to go along with a killer name. At the set, Smith offers up. Breaking ball, cut on and missed. And the count is 1-2 to Chumley. Fingers' mustache curled around almost into a spiraling circle. It was something else. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, bounced in, blocked by Felix. Lars Nootbaar, another classic. That name doesn't even sound real. That was handed to me by a wonderful person sitting next to my left. The 2-2. Breaking ball low, blocked by Felix, kicks down the third baseline though, and Figueroa advances to second. So a wild pitch from Smith puts a runner in scoring position. Top of the 5th inning. 3-2, Evansville leading it over Windy City. Make it a 3-2 count now to Chumley. Smith was ahead 1-2. Trying to polish off Chumley. He calls time as that pitch clock was getting low. At the set, Smith ready. He deals. Breaking ball, called, strike 3. Chumley was ready to walk to first. Instead, he'll walk back to the dugout. And the lineup will turn over. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Smith here in this 5th frame. And it's Cam Feltz, the leadoff hitter, coming to bat. Runner on second, 3-2 Otters over the T-Bolts. Feltz 0 for 2. Lined out to right his last time up. Smith has really racked up the Ks here tonight. He comes to the set. The pitch. And it's a breaking ball low. Smith already with 8 Ks in the ball game. He entered tonight in the top 10 in strikeouts in the Frontier League. The right-hander sets and deals. Ground ball hit to the right side. A lunging stop. Now falling down is Zinn. And coming now for home is Figueroa. The throw to the plate. It's in time. And Felix applies the tag. Well, there was no play at first after Zinn fell to the grass in shallow right. But a good heads-up play to get right back up and fire home. Figueroa got a little bit too greedy. And a nice throw to the plate ends the inning. We'll take it to the bottom of the 5th. And Evansville preserves their 1-run lead. They're ahead 3-2 over Windy City. Top of the order for Evansville here to begin the bottom of the 5th. And David Mendham swings at the first pitch, hits it off Rudy Gomez on the mound. Ball kicks to third, picked up by Sanchez, and he'll throw to first. Well, the out is recorded, but all attention on Rudy Gomez, who went down on that pitch. Looked like it got him around the legs or perhaps in the ankle area. And he is hobbling, he's up on his feet. But he was down on the mound as that play occurred and now being looked at by the Windy City trainer. That's Tom Martin having a look at him. And that's also Rue Martin, the doctor of Evansville, going out. And now the whole infield will convene on the mound. A scary situation. Gomez seems to be okay. 3-2, Evansville leading over Windy City. And a conversation still happening. Gomez walking around the mound, doing a circle from home to the third base side and just trying to gauge how much stability he has with that ankle and how much pain he's able to tolerate. And it looks like he's going to remain in the ball game. At least for now, he'll have a warm-up pitch or two to confirm. But showing some guts out there, throwing some warm-up pitches seems to be okay. Gomez from Miami, Florida, 6'2", 205 pounds. He's got that afro in the back, growing out past the cap. Maybe that's a mullet. Looks like the side of his head shaved. And Bobby Jenks out there on the mound to have a conversation with him, as is, again, the athletic trainer, Tom Martin. How many Martins are in the field of medicine? Dr. Mark Martin, Dr. Rue Martin. For Evansville, the athletic trainer, Tom Martin of Windy City. And Gomez will indeed stay in this game.
Right fielder, number 23.
So Gary Mattis will come to the plate. Just lost his bat trying to do some cool tricks with it heading up to the dish. Base is empty. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the inning. Gomez comes to the set. Throws to the right-handed hitter. And Mattis pops it up. Left field. Now moving towards center. Charging in is Feltz. And he will make the catch.
The shortstop, number 11, Haven Parks.
2 quick outs. And now it'll be Paven Parks coming to bat. 66 pitches, 40 strikes for Gomez. He has figured out that strike-to-ball ratio. At least it's better than where it was. Parks bats left-handed. 0 for 1 with a walk and a K. Evansville leads it 3-2. The pitch. Line back to the screen, and we'll try it at 0-1. The Otters in the series opener against Windy City. This is the final week here at home for the 2024 season. The 0-1. Parks takes a strike at the knees. And it's quickly 0-2 to him. If you want tickets to the final 5 games beginning tomorrow, call 812-435-8686. Order online at EvansvilleOtters.com or stop by the Bossy Field box office. Gomez ready. He deals. 0-2 swung on, blistered high and deep toward left. Ranging over as Chayka has room. Moves toward the gap and puts it away to retire the side. Well, a quick 5-pitch inning for Gomez. And he's as tough as nails out there. Took one off the ankles. Remains in the game and able to lock down the Otters here in the 5th. We'll take it to inning number 6. Evansville ahead 3-2 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Zach Smith back on the rubber. Top of the 6th inning. And our scoreboard is down, so something happened here at Bossy Field. Power outage. We don't need more of those. Here's Robert Chayka. First pitch, breaking ball misses high. Hey, it's back up. 3-2. Otters lead it over Windy City. Nice job, guys. We were almost brought back to the dark ages. The pitch from Smith, line back to the screen. Chayka reached on a strikeout on a pass ball from Justin Felix in the 4th, later came around to score. Smith at 83 pitches, 51 strikes. The right-hander sets and deals. And this pitch is also lined back to the screen. And we'll try it now at 1-2. I think we had that experience last long enough for the Lake Erie series. The pitch. And time called. I don't believe that the pitch actually happened because home plate umpire Matt Beaver signaled for a pitch clock as that pitch was coming in. Regardless, 2-2. Smith deals. Fastball just a little bit low. We've said it before, we'll say it again. 110-year-old ballpark, not friendly when it comes to technology. At the set, the right-hander deals. And this is slapped foul to the right side, out of play. We'll try it again. Evansville scoring all 3 of their runs in the home half of the 3rd inning. Now the payoff from Zach Smith. Swung on, a soft line drive to short. Backing up, Parks can't get it. This goes into left center. A base hit for Chayka. And that'll bring up Brennan DeRiggi.
Right fielder, 27, Brennan DeRiggi.
Windy City plating 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th. DeRiggi, 1 for 2, at an RBI base hit his last time up. The pitch, lines it back to the screen, 0-1. Well, there is one other professional sports team here in Evansville, and they are also called the ThunderBolts. The 0-1 fastball, high and away. That is the professional hockey team here in the city. And so driving in, I was talking with Mark Cintrone, the voice of the ThunderBolts. He said that they saw a big welcome sign saying the Thunderbolts. Throw to the bag at first, and it is not in time. So I told him, yeah, well, we just want to treat the opposing teams with respect, and that's your welcome gift. The 1-1 slapped foul to the left side, out of play.
That overhead foul ball is brought to you by
I don't know if Mark
Gas
knew that
Construction.
it was the hockey team at the time.
Never regret it.
So he thought it was for the baseball team. Smith ready. Here's the 1-2. And it's slapped foul, out of play. Smith leaning in. Gets the sign. He's at the set. Now the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted in the air to right. Medium deep, camping under it, Mattis makes the catch.
Designated hitter, 14, Christian Kuzemka.
That'll bring up Christian Kuzemka. Had the home run back in the second inning, which kicked off the scoring. Kuzemka, one of the only guys remaining from the opening day roster. Throw to the bag at first, in safely again, Chayka. Kuzemka had not played the last 2 years before this season. Finished in 2021 with Schaumburg. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low. Took a couple of years off, but came back this season, and Kuzemka has been a mainstay in this Windy City lineup. Here's the pitch from Smith. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. Well, Smith's pitch count starting to get up there. We'll see how much longer he can go at 94 pitches right now. Make it 93 pitches because of the pitch clock violation earlier this inning. He's ready. He deals. Fastball at the knees, a strike. It's always interesting to hear guys give up baseball, then try to make a comeback. Casey Delgado did the same thing. And his absence was longer in the game than Kuzemka. The 1-2 pitch, first to throw to the bag. And back in safely at first is Chayka. Casey Delgado had not played since 2020. And then he came back this year to pitch for Evansville. We all know how that's worked out. The 1-2. Grounded to third, back behind the bag. Cruz up with it. Strong throw to first. A little bit low, but handled by Mendham. Up to second base, Chayka. No try for two on the play.
Third baseman, 18,
And it's a 5-3 fielder's choice. Kuzemka retired. He's out number 2. Now coming to bat, Emmanuel Sanchez. Evansville ahead 3-2. Casey Delgado has been a big blessing to this pitching staff. It's just a shame that he has not been able to throw more, meaning not going on the road all but once. Smith at the set. He deals to the right-handed hitter, and Sanchez takes a breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. Now up to 96 pitches. Here's the 0-1 offering. Tipped into the glove of Felix, another off speed. Boy, Smith has that breaking ball working for him tonight. He's gone to that pitch time and time again, and these Windy City hitters have not been able to time it up. One on, two out. And the 0-2 home. Another breaking ball bounces away from the catcher. Felix kicks toward the third base side, and moving up to third is Chayka. Wild pitch. And the count is 1-2. Well, in other news around the Frontier League tonight, Colin Sullivan working a no-hitter for Gateway, and that game's into the 7th inning. Through 7 innings. 2 frames left to go for Sullivan to complete the no-no. And the Grizzlies taking on Florence tonight. Smith ready. Smith deals. And it's inside. Another pass ball from Felix goes back to the screen. Runner comes for home. and he scores. This game is tied. Time called, and Felix crossed up on the pitch. But that's his second pass ball of the game, and it cost Evansville another run. That is the second unearned run of the game here tonight. And that's pass ball 21 on the season. Smith sets and deals. Here's a line drive out to left. Charging in is White, makes the catch. And that will do it here in the 6th inning. We'll take it to the home half of the frame, and it's 3-3 your score between Evansville and Windy City. Dan Brown will take over duties on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the right-hander's first pitch from the stretch in for a strike to Delvin Zinn, and the count is 0-1. Zinn 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. The set from Brown, he deals. Fastball, top of the zone, just missed a little bit upstairs. Count is 1-1. 3-3 your score between Evansville and Windy City. The Otters have as many hits as runs tonight. The 1-1. Grounder hit foul to the third base side, 1-2 now. Windy City garnering their 3 runs on 5 hits. Brown, 6'4", 200 pounds. He's at the set. Here's the right-hander's pitch. Fastball inside, watch out. That might eclipse in. And it did. Looked like it was near the wrist area. And Zinn will head down to first base. Well, he's okay. And that's the most important thing.
Designated hitter, number 8, Logan
So the
Brown.
day is over for Rudy Gomez. Going 5 innings tonight, giving up the 3 runs all earned. Meeting on the mound between Figueroa and Brown. Just a short one. And now it'll be Logan Brown digging in. So Brown versus Brown. Righty on lefty matchup. Gomez also walking 4 and striking out 6. Here's the pitch. Brown squares the bunt. Runner goes fastball off the glove of Figueroa. And it's a stolen base for Zinn. The set. Brown deals home. Another bunt attempt. This time put down the third base side by Brown. Charging in as Sanchez loses the baseball. Everybody's safe. And they'll say that's an E5. So runners at the corners, nobody out, and coming to the plate, it's Mason White.
Mason White.
White, no official at-bats here tonight. 2 plate appearances and a couple of walks. 3-3 the score. Evansville looking to jump back ahead. The pitch, and it's fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. White batting .249 on the year, 4 homers, 34 RBI. Zinn on third, Brown on first. Dan Brown, the pitcher, comes to the set. And he offers up the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball, and White was late. Brown leaning in. A lean to first, now comes to the set. Here's his 0-2. Fastball misses in, and the count is 1-2. Evansville giving up the lead in the top of this inning. A chance for redemption here with the bats. The 1-2, but it won't come this time. White swings and misses, and he's out number 1 on the strikeout.
Third baseman, number 28, J.J. Cruz.
So that'll bring up J.J. Cruz. Laid down a sac bunt his last time up. 3-3 the score between Evansville and Windy City. Here's the pitch from Brown. Fastball on the inside corner, a strike. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1 home. Cruz cuts and comes up empty, and Brown, after allowing the first 2 men to reach base, starting to get into a groove. The right-hander comes to the set. Now he deals. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks with runners on first and third, and all of a sudden, 2 outs in the inning, and it's Justin Felix coming to bat. Righty on righty matchup. Felix trying to be the hero, and the pitch to him. Fastball low and away, skips by the catcher Figueroa, coming to the plate, Zinn, he will score. A wild pitch. The culprit to bring home the go-ahead run for Evansville, and they take a 4-3 lead here in the 6th. So that error coming back to cost the T-Bolts, and it's an unearned run. A chance for more with Brown advancing to second base. He's in scoring position. Dan Brown comes to the set and hoists in the 1-0. Fastball ripped into left field, base hit. Stopping at third is Brown as Chayka was able to get that back in quickly. Runners at the corners again, and Felix on board with a single. Down in the count, 0-2.
Number 10, Giovanni DiGiacomo.
Or rather, beg your pardon, it was 1-0. But nevertheless, Giovanni DiGiacomo coming up, and the Otters with a 4-3 lead, a chance to get some insurance. 2 outs in the inning. DiGiacomo bats left-handed. The pitch. Fastball way outside, goes back to the screen, kicks back toward home. Figueroa picking it up, and Justin Felix able to advance to second. Another wild pitch. And now it's second and third for Evansville. Well, Brown with 2 pitches, really not even close. The right-hander sets. And he comes home. Swing and a miss. Brown ready at the set. And he fires home. It's a fastball that misses high and away. 85 miles an hour on the gun. Brown into his 19th appearance, a 1-4 win-loss record, 23 2/3 innings, and a 4.56 ERA. He's at the set, glove at the belt. He offers up, and DiGiacomo swings and misses. The deuces are wild. DiGiacomo batting .288 on the year. And the Otters, with runners in scoring position, hitting .276. The 3-2. Check swing, foul to the third base side. We'll do it again. But Giovanni has brought that average back up. He is the team leader, batting average wise here in the month of August. .386, 17 for 44. The 2-2 from Brown. Fastball misses away, and the count is full. Brown laboring here in this first inning of relief. Pitch number 22 coming up. Here it is. And it's missed downstairs. Ball 4.
Sidewalk Cafe and Bar.
DiGiacomo draws the free pass. They're loaded for Evansville here in the 6th. And the lineup turns over. It'll be David Mendham coming to bat. Another time called with Figueroa. And now here comes Bobby Jenks. We'll take 15 seconds aside on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. David Mendham batting for Evansville. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-3 your score. Here's a fastball from Dan Brown, misses high, and the count is 1-0. Kyle Chandler with you here at Bosse Field. The Otters ahead 4-3. The base is loaded. 2 outs in the inning. Now the pitch. Mendham watches it outside. 2 balls and no strikes. A wild pitch to score Delvin Zinn earlier this inning. An unearned run with the error costing Windy City. This inning should be over. But a chance for Evansville to take advantage, the 2-0. Mendham watches one on the outside corner, a strike, and it's now 2-1. Brown comes to the set, the pitch. This is a little bit out. 3 balls and 1 strike, and Brown now in danger of walking in a run. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Mendham swings and misses. He was trying to hit that one onto East Morgan Ave. Couldn't connect, but swung out of his shoes. And the count now full. Mendham with the 3-run homer back in the 3rd inning, which at the time put Evansville ahead 3-1. 1 for 3, and the payoff to him. And it is called strike 3. Oh, a pitch way low. Not even close. And Mendham down looking. That'll do it here in the 6th. Evansville gets one, and they take a 4-3 lead over Windy City. Griff Hughes taking over on the mound for Evansville. That'll do it for Zach Smith. His day is over. First pitch from the left-hander, a fastball high and away, and the count is 1-0. Evansville leads at 4-3 at the plate. Henry Kuziak. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Hughes throws one inside, 2 balls and no strikes. All things considered, ended up being a pretty good day for Zach Smith. 6 innings of work. Gave up 3 runs, 2 earned, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 8 Ks. The 2-0. And it's at the knees for a strike. 2-1 the count. Hughes, 6'4", 225 pounds. His 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Kuziak 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts to his card. Now the 3-1. And it's at the knees for a strike. Hughes into his 32nd appearance, a 3.08 ERA. 1-1 win-loss record. A long lean in, now the payoff. And it misses inside, ball 4 to Kuziak. So out of the bullpen, Hughes allows the walk. Joe Johnson comes to bat. Lefty on lefty matchup. Johnson 0 for 2, 2 Ks. The pitch, he squares the bunt and pulls it back, takes a strike, 0-1. Well, an update on that Gateway game. The no-hitter was broken up, so Colin Sullivan ended his day, 7 innings, giving up 2 runs on 2 hits. Here's the 0-1. Johnson tips it foul, and it's quickly 0-2. So it's Matt Hickey trying to close things out for Gateway as they're ahead 3-2 in Sauget. Open stance for Johnson. And the pitch from Hughes. He'll throw to first and set. High throw, snagged by Mendham. Almost got away. So the count is still 0-2. Otters ahead 4-3. We're in the top of the 7th. Now the 0-2. Fastball misses high and in. Hughes comes to the set. And the left-hander at the set deals. And this is tipped foul off the glove of Justin Felix. We'll do it again. Hughes, a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, splitter. Gorgeous night here at Bosse Field. Temperatures started off around 75 degrees. They have dipped into the upper 60s. When was the last time we had temperatures in the upper 60s here? The 1-2. Runner goes. Fastball lifted high and fairly deep to left, but this is hooking foul and out of play. And Johnson stays alive. We have another 1-2 count. Well, the temperatures are supposed to stay around this area at least until the weekend. No higher than 82 through Thursday. But when Gateway will come to town this weekend, that heat will come back. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss.
That's a German-American Bank strikeout.
First out of the appearance for Griff Hughes as he's able to strike out Johnson. It's now a hat trick of strikeouts for the Windy City first baseman. Runner on first. Evansville ahead 4-3, and it's J.J. Figueroa coming to bat. Figueroa, the catcher, bats left-handed. Here's the pitch from Hughes. And it's lined back to the screen, 0-1. Figueroa 1 for 2, a single and a walk. The 0-1 grounded to the first base side foul, and he's quickly behind in the count. Hearing the good old train right off East Morgan Street. now the, well, first the throw to the bag. Was going to say the 0-2. And Kuziak back in safely. Hughes comes to the set. His 0-2 pitch swung on, lifted in the air to right. And moving toward the line, Mattis makes the catch.
Second baseman, 9, Reed Chumley.
That'll bring up Reed Chumley, the 9-hole hitter. Chumley 0 for 2, a strikeout, runner on first. Evansville ahead 4-3. The pitch. Runner goes to second. Fastball in for a strike. Throw to the bag on a bounce. And a beautiful Justin Felix able to gun down Kuziak at second. It's stretch time at Bosse Field. And your score after 6.5, Evansville 4 and Windy City 3. Gary Mattis leading it off for Evansville, home half of the 7th inning. Caleb Rydell on the mound for Windy City, and his first pitch at the knees, a strike. It's 0-1. Dan Brown giving up one unearned run in the 6th inning. That came on 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 3. The left-hander deals fastball high and away, and we'll do it at 1-1. 4-3 your score. Evansville trying to hold on here in the series opener. The 1-1. Mattis grounds one sharply to third. Over at the hot corner, Sanchez fields and throws. 1 out.
Shortstop, number 11, Pavin Parks.
That'll bring up Pavin Parks. Lefty on lefty matchup. Rydell into his 15th appearance, 3-2 win-loss record and a 3.10 ERA. He deals from the stretch. Parks with a drive to right center, high and deep on his horse's Felts, and he will make the catch on the warning track. I'll tell you what, Parks pimped that sucker. He thought it was gone, and so did I. That sounded really, really good off the bat. Parks can't believe it. Hands on his helmet. He has dropped the helmet below his eyelids, can't see anything, walking back toward the dugout. That ball was shot into the gap, just a couple of feet away from a home run. Here's Delvin Zinn. Bats right-handed, and the pitch is down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, that ball did not carry at all, which is a little bit of a surprise because the wind's blowing out to right. This pitch lined back to the screen, and it's quickly 0-2. Zinn 0 for 2, a strikeout. Reached on a hit by pitch his last time up, the 0-2. Shot foul to the first base side. We'll do it again. Well, the Otters looking for some insurance. They have been out hit tonight by Windy City. That's the same thing that happened on Sunday against Florence. Now the 0-2. Fastball high. The Otters just 9-30 when being out hit by the opposing club. The southpaw sets. Ryder's pitch home, misses high and away. Excuse me, that's Rydell. But somehow, someway, Evansville coming through with timely hitting. The 2-2 to Zinn. Pops it up, first base side, down by the line and shallow right. Crossing into foul territory, Johnson, nearing the warning track, makes the catch. We'll head to the top of the 8th inning when we come back on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. It's Evansville 4 and Windy City 3. Alex Valdez on to pitch for Evansville, top of the 8th inning. First pitch lined back to the screen off the bat of Reed Chumley, and the count 0-1. Evansville 4, Windy City 3. We have another defensive change here in this 8th inning. Clayton Keys taking over in left field for Mason White, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. So Keys making his Otters debut. The 0-2 from the right-hander. He winds and fires. Fastball popped up on the infield. Left side, calling for it, J.J. Cruz. The third baseman comes toward the mound, makes the catch. 1 out. Griff Hughes going 1 scoreless inning, walked 1 strikeout. No hits, no runs.
Honorary strikeout batter of the game in center field for Cam Phelps.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Cam Phelps, 1 for 3 tonight. Singled his last time up. Windy City, 3 runs, 5 hits, a run. Evansville, rather an error. Evansville, 4 runs on as many hits, no errors. Felt squares the bunt, puts it down the third baseline, foul. And it's 0-1. Valdez, the right-hander, kicks and deals. And this tip pitch is sent back to the screen, foul. We'll do it at 0-2. Felt spent 2 seasons in the Pioneer League with Ogden and Northern Colorado before coming here. He fouls the next pitch away. Last year he hit .327 in 89 games, drove in 56 with 17 doubles. The 0-2, fastball high. This is his second stint in the Frontier League. Before being bounced to the Midwest, he spent 1 season with the Wild Things in 2021. His 1-2 looked at low, that bounced in. Graduated from Grambling State. Hit .309 at the Division I level in his final year. The 2-2 from Valdez. Fastball tap back toward the mound, first base side. Valdez comes on and flips it to first. There are 2 outs. Now, the one thing about Feltz, he puts so much pressure on the defense because of his speed. So even on a tapper like that back toward Valdez, you have to be nearly perfect fielding that. You can't afford to bobble it even if it's kept in front of you, otherwise Feltz is going to reach. Here's Robert Chayka, right on right matchup, 4-3 Otters. The pitch, swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball from Alex Valdez. He has a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, and a slider in the arsenal. Valdez, 2-0 this year, a 1.08 ERA in 8 1/3 innings. His 0-1, swing and a miss. Well, Felix has been Valdez's translator since arriving here in Evansville. Grew up in the Dominican Republic, and I don't think Valdez speaks much English, if any at all. The 0-2, and it misses downstairs. You try to have a conversation with Valdez, and unless you are fluent in Spanish, good luck. 6'2", 200 pounds. The right-hander winds and deals. Fastball lifted in the air to right. Mattis camping under it, and he will make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Alex Valdez. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. In your score, Evansville 4, Windy City 3. Bryce Helgeth taking over duties on the mound for Windy City. And his first pitch to Logan Brown in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Helgeth, 6'2", 225 pounds. Next pitch, high and in. 1-1 to Brown. Brown has reached twice, 1 for 3. Was aboard first on an error in the last inning, or rather in the 6th inning, which was able to give Evansville their 4-3 lead at a point later in that frame. We had time called. J.J. Figueroa going to the dugout. Not sure if he needed a new mitt. Here's the 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner, a strike. And it's 1-2. Helgeth works all the way toward the third base side of the mound. From the stretch, he deals. Brown takes away. One scoreless inning for Caleb Rydell. Worked a 1-2-3 in the 7th. Now the pitch. Brown chops one over the mound towards short. Kuziak up with it. His throw to first is good. And there's one out. Oh, we have a beautiful moon out past our right center wall.
Number 19, Clayton Keys.
And it is a yellowish shade. And there is significance to that. Now at the plate, it's Mason White. Or no, excuse me, it's Clayton Keys. And his first at-bat with Evansville. Takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Keys taking over duties for White in the outfield in the last inning. The 0-1 is a fastball away. But going back to that moon, it is the harvest moon, which is why it has that tint to it, meaning it's the full moon seen nearest to the time of the fall season. The 1-1 on the outside corner, just missed the black. 2 balls and a strike. The set from Helgeth. Now the pitch. Fastball, a little bit low, 3-1. Well, Keys has waited for this moment for a while. Activated today off the injured list. He spent time on the visa inactive for a majority of the year, the 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So Keys walks in his first AB with Evansville. Wears number 19. And it's a 1-out base runner for the Otters. J.J. Cruz coming to bat. Cruz 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play his first time up, struck out in the 6th and laid down a sac bunt in between. Righty on lefty matchup. Helgeth sets and deals. And it misses outside and low. Count is 1-0. Well, Keys drafted by the Blue Jays in the 17th round back in 2016. Did not sign and was drafted again the following year by the Diamondbacks, and both times were out of high school. The set from Helgeth. He steps off. That pitch clock was winding down. We don't know if it's because Keys had an extra year of school or how he was able to get drafted twice out of high school. Throw to the bag, and he's back in safely. But he still did not sign. Went to school at Central Arizona College. Here's a pitch. Grounded down the left field line. Fair ball from Cruz. And this will roll into the corner. Picked up by Chaka. He throws it back in. Ball goes to second. It's a double for Cruz. Keys up to third. So that'll bring up Justin Felix, the catcher. 1 for 2 tonight. He's reached base twice, a single and a walk. But Keys then transferred to Southeastern University, closing out his college days. Spent 1 season on the field in 2022 with the Fire. And that was the last team that he has played for. Righty on righty matchup, infield pulled in. Felix swings and misses, and it's 0-1. 4-3, Otters lead it. Well, our Flow Sports did show 4-4, that correction made. Now the 0-1. Felix grounds one to third. Lunging stop towards second by Sanchez. Gets up, throw to first, in time. That was a great effort over at the hot corner. Sanchez has made a couple of nice plays tonight. And there are 2 outs here in the inning. Giovanni DiGiacomo comes to bat. Runners on second and third, and the Otters holding on to a 1-run lead. Here's the pitch from Helgeth. Breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. 80 miles per hour on the gun. Now the set. And the pitch. DiGiacomo grounds it to the right side. And a sliding try by Chumley keeps it in front of him, but can only knock it down. No throw to first. And coming in to score, Clayton Keys. Make it a 5-3 Otters lead on the base hit from Giovanni DiGiacomo, an infield single. And he's got a 2 for 3 night with an RBI. The lineup turns over. Here comes David Mendham. Had that 3-run jack in the third. Swinging from the left side. Here's the pitch from Bryce Helgeth. Fastball on the inside corner, a strike. Well, the last time Mendham was up, he struck out looking on a pitch that was, well, let's just say not close. A long lean in for Helgeth. Now he sets. And the, well, nope, we'll have a step off. Pitch clock was winding down again. The 0-1 pitch. Mendham hits a chopper to second. Charging in Chumley, he'll make the throw to first, and the inning is over. Evansville gets an RBI single from Giovanni DiGiacomo. One final chance for Windy City when we come back in the ninth. It's 5-3 Otters on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Paven Parks to pitch here in the top of the ninth inning. 5-3, Evansville leading Windy City. Brendan DeRiggi leading things off. 3-4-5 in the order. A 5-3 score. And the Otters trying to hold on here in the ninth. First pitch from the right-hander. Breaking ball inside, 1-0. Parks on for his 7th save of the year in as many tries. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball ripped toward the left side. That'll get past and outstretched Zinn. And it's an early leadoff base hit. That'll bring up Christian Kuzemka. The cleanup man had a solo homer in his first at bat in the second. That got the scoring underway. Delvin Zinn again at short, and now at second base, Amani Larry. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch, fastball in the inside corner, a strike. Well, Paven, the two-way player, going from short to the mound, and tell you what, he has been a delight to watch pitching-wise for Evansville all season long. The pitch, cut fastball, missed downstairs and out. He throws a cutter, a slider, and a change. Everything moves. He looks to first. Parks sets and deals. Another cutter, missed just a little bit outside. 2 balls and a strike, and Justin Felix waving his hand outside saying, that was off the plate. So we'll do it at 2-1 now. Tying run up, 5-3 Otters here in the ninth. The pitch, and Kuzemka takes one on the inside third. The count now 2-2. Time called. Kuzemka wants to think things over. He's back into the box. Parks comes to the set. Now the pitch. Breaking ball just tipped foul. The Otters trying to win 3 in a row. They took 2 games off Florence to close out the series over the weekend. And now the 2-2. Kuzemka fouls it away, back over the screen and out of play. The Otters' longest win streak of the year is 4. And that came in a span from August 2nd to August 6th. Taking a game off Windy City, then winning 3 in a row against Lake Erie, then 3 in a row against New Jersey. The 2-2. Breaking ball misses downstairs. Parks sets. And the payoff. Slapped foul and out of play. Kuzemka stringing together a good battle. Nobody out here in the ninth. Parks ready. Parks deals. Swing and a miss. Kuzemka down swinging. And there is one out here in this ninth inning. Now coming to the plate, Emmanuel Sanchez. Infield at double play depth, outfield playing medium deep. Wind blowing out to right. And it's a righty on righty battle. The pitch. Sanchez takes a cutter a little high, and it's 1-0. Well, we have seen Paven throw that fastball into the low 90s, even into the mid 90s at one point. He clocked it at 94 earlier this season. A 1-0 on the inside corner, a strike. But he hasn't hit those numbers in recent times. Hey, who cares? Pavin has only given up 2 runs, and neither of them earned on the entire season. So he's doing something right. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip back to the screen. 1-2 now to Sanchez. And that's in 11 1/3 innings of work. Hey, they're playing the Jaws theme song at our ballpark. I just watched that movie for the first time 2 days ago. It's a good film. I know. I waited too long to watch it. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. Gave that movie an 8-1 on my scale of 10. My fiance's father, who loves that movie, was beside himself. That's how high I went. The 2-2. Called strike 3.
That's a German-American Bank strikeout.
Sanchez down looking. Here comes Henry Kuziak and Windy City. Down to its final out. 5-3, Otters lead it. We're in the 9th. Runner on first, tying run at the plate. Parks ready with the pitch. At the set. Here he comes. Kuziak watches one at the knees, strike 1. We'll be back tomorrow, another 6:35 start time. Catch all the action on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. A throw to first, and back in safely is DeRiggi. Parks ready. Now the 0-1. And it's a cutter that missed high. Well, he had an 88 flash on the radar before it showed 83. Here comes the 1-1. Misses a little bit outside and low. Parks staying away from the off speed. We've really only seen that cut fastball being used. Parks comes to the set, the pitch. 2-1 misses outside. We'll do it at 3-1. On deck for Windy City, Joe Johnson. He's 0 for 3 with a trio of Ks. Kuziak has 2 strikeouts and a walk. The 3-1 pitch from Pavin. Outside and low. So the tying run aboard first. And we'll have time called. Justin Felix wants a word with Pavin Parks.
First baseman.
Felix has had a good day behind the plate, throwing guys out. And with the bat, he has begun to figure it out as well. Felix with hits now in his last 3 games. 5-3, Otters ahead. First and second, 2 outs. And we have time called. Johnson immediately using his timeout, wants to think things over. Multiple signs flashed by Felix. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the inside corner, a strike, and it's 0-1. Otters scoring 3 in the 3rd. One in the 6th and one in the 8th. Windy City one in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th. Here's the 0-1. And it's a soft line drive into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Being held up at third is DeRiggi. And the bases are loaded.
Catcher, 6, J.J. Figueroa.
Here comes J.J. Figueroa. 1 for 3 with a single back in the 5th inning. Trying to be the hero. The tying run now up to second. The go-ahead run stands on first. Cruz pulled in at third. Everybody else in the infield back, outfield playing medium deep. Here's the wind and the pitch from Parks. Fastball misses high and the count is 1-0. Pavin looking to slam the door, but in a bit of trouble. He deals the 1-0. Swung on, ripped out into right field, a base hit picked up by Mattis. Trying to score is Kuziak, and he will. Throw goes to second, and they have Figueroa in a rundown. Now throw goes to home, and the tag applied by Felix. They're able to get Johnson, but Windy City able to tie the game. DeRiggi and Kuziak coming in to score, and it's a blown save for Parks, 5-5. And we're heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Number 23, Gary Mattis.
2-3-4 in the order for Evansville. 5-5 the score with Windy City. Jack Mahoney taking over on the mound in place of Bryce Helgeth. Helgeth giving up a run on 2 hits in 1 inning. And the last frame in Evansville trying to walk it off here in the 9th. Here's the pitch from the left-hander. Mattis takes on the outside corner, and it just missed. The count 1-0. Mattis 0 for 4 with 2 Ks here tonight. Windy City plating 2 in the top of the inning. Here's the 1-0. Mattis looks at 1 low, 2 balls and no strikes. On deck, Pavin Parks, and in the hole, Delvin's in. Mahoney, 6'8", 235 pounds. He deals. Mattis swings and misses. Mahoney out of Appleton, Wisconsin. The set. From the stretch, Mahoney deals. Fastball in for strike 2. The left-hander working toward the first base side of the rubber. Mattis entered today batting .304. Was 4 for 11 against Florence, the 2-2. He checks his swing, holds up in time, pitch missed low. Some other scores across the Frontier League. New York besting New England on the road 7-2. Tri-City taking down New Jersey in a back and forth contest, 8-7 the finish at the Joe, the 3-2. Outside ball 4.
That's a deer head.
And the winning run stands aboard first. Coming to the plate, Pavin Parks. Well, Parks with the blown save in the top of the 9th inning. Can he redeem himself offensively? Don't have to get it here with the winning run, but if you can move him over, or even better, move him over and reach base yourself. He bats left-handed. Mahoney at the set, he kicks and deals. Throw to first, and Mattis in safely. Sussex County beating Ottawa 1-0 north of the border. Schaumburg with a 7-5 win over Lake Erie. That's a huge series in the West Division. Mahoney at the set. Mattis goes to second. First pitch way inside. No throw from Figueroa. That's the 19th stolen base of the year for Mattis, and now he's in scoring position. So we'll see if Parks is asked to bunt him over now. Also on the slate, Washington taking down Joliet at home, 3-2 finish. Quebec playing Trois-Rivières, and that was a 5-1 winner for the Capitals at home. Gateway able to take down Florence, holding on for the 5-2 victory in Sauget. And this is your final game here tonight. 5-5 the score. Bottom of the 9th inning. Nobody out and a runner on second. Third baseman Sanchez pulled in. Parks back of the box. And the 1-0 inside near his shins gets out of the way, 2-0. The infield shaded a little bit to the right. The shortstop Kuziak playing towards second. Now the 2-0. Runner goes for third. Breaking ball outside. Throw to the bag. Not in time. Mattis with a risky stolen base. But it pays off.
I can't hear you, Otter fans.
And he is 90 feet to scoring. Nobody out here in the 9th. Parks, a chance to be the hero. Infield playing in for Windy City. Mahoney comes to the set. Here's the 2-1. Lifted in the air, high and deep to right. Backing up to Riggy. He makes the catch. Plenty deep for Mattis to score, and he touches home. A walk-off winner. Pavin Parks gets the job done, and Evansville, albeit not the most conventional way, able to rally back after giving up the lead in the top of the 9th, and they walk it off here at Bosse. Your final score, Evansville 6, Windy City 5. The Evansville Otters walk off. Paven Parks able to drive home Gary Mattis with the sacrifice fly to end the ball game. And your final score here in the series opener between Evansville and Windy City, the Otters 6, the T-Bolts 5. Post-game show and the recap coming your way, brought to you by Kyle Chandler on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. It was Christian Kuzemka with a solo homer in the top of the second inning to plate the first run of the game. But in the bottom of the third, David Mendham answered with a home run of his own, plating 3 for Evansville after a leadoff walk from Justin Felix, then a bunt single from Giovanni DiGiacomo. At the time, it was 3-1 into the fourth inning, and Robert Chayka struck out to begin the frame, but was able to reach first on a pass ball. Later, after stealing second, he was brought home by a Brennan Durigge RBI single to make it 3-2. Windy City tied the game in the top of the sixth inning, a leadoff single from Robert Chayka. He was moved to third, or rather second, and later advanced to third on a wild pitch, then scored again on a second wild pitch to tie the game at 3. Evansville answered in the home sixth, the leadoff hit by pitch from Delvin Zinn. He stole second, was able to move to third later in the frame, and then was scored on a wild pitch to make it a 4-3 game. Evansville added another in the bottom of the eighth. Clayton Keys, in his Otters debut, ended up walking to first after a double from J.J. Cruz. An RBI single from Giovanni DiGiacomo brought in Keys to make it 5-3. The Otters needed both of those runs as they surrendered them right back in the top of the ninth. A leadoff single from Brennan Durigge. With 2 outs, Henry Kuziak walked, and then after a Joe Johnson single to load the bases, J.J. Figueroa had a 2 RBI single to right field. But on the play, Johnson was thrown at home after a rundown on the bases as well, so it was a 9-6-3-2 put out to end the frame, and Evansville went to the bottom of the ninth, tied at 5. A leadoff single from Gary Mattis, and after a stolen base, or rather a leadoff walk, and then after a stolen base of second and third from Mattis, he was able to be brought home on that sacrifice RBI fly from Paven Parks out to right, which brought home the game-winning run and finalized the contest tonight. Again, your final score, Evansville 6, Windy City 5. The Otters 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Windy City 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. So despite blowing the save in the top of the inning, Paven Parks gave up the 2 runs in 1 inning of work, allowing 3 base hits and a walk. But he still gets credit for the win because his team walked off in the bottom of the inning. So Parks with a blown save, 6 of 7 now in that department. With the win, he moves to 2-1. The starter, Zach Smith, put together a quality performance, 6 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned, 5 hits, a walk, and 8 Ks. Out of the bullpen for Evansville, Griff Hughes came out to follow Smith, 1 scoreless inning with a walk and a strikeout, and Alex Valdez then pitched a 1-2-3 in the 8th. Taking the loss, Jack Mahoney. He went 1/3 of an inning in that 9th, and he gave up the game-winning run. Final time of today's game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. 1,002 came out to see it. 75 degrees and partly cloudy skies is where we started this thing. Now we have a clear night sky, and our temperature's at 66 degrees. That'll do it. One final time. Your final score, Evansville 6, Windy City 5. This is Kyle Chandler saying thanks again, and we hope to see you again when the Otters look to win the series against Windy City. A 6:35 p.m. Central Time first pitch. Catch all the action on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Thanks to all the people who worked hard in the press box, and thanks to all you who tuned in to tonight. Hope you enjoyed the ride, and please stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night, and most importantly, God bless.